Okay, so I didn't get to do my Friday video, just talking about the things that God is showing me at the moment. So I'm doing it today, and I've been watching a lot of videos about deliverance of late. I think something came up on my timeline on Instagram, and it led me to a podcast on YouTube called We Need to Talk. So this guy Ezekiel, and his podcast is all about, I want to say, setting people free. So a lot of the first videos that I watched of his were around deliverance and people in deliverance ministries talking about their stories, their testimonies, and their ministry. And one of the main things that would come out of those episodes was the fact that people were suffering, I'm going to say, with unforgiveness, and that led to them being oppressed and needing deliverance. And since watching those episodes, I've watched quite a few of them. I've also seen other things like on my Instagram feed or even on TikTok about forgiveness and how important it is to forgive, because unforgiveness leads to death, basically, in more than one way, in terms of like your eternity. You know, the Bible says that, or Jesus said in the Bible, that we need to forgive 70 times 7. And I've come to understand that 7, I mean, I already knew that 7 was the number of complete things, but my understanding now of that 70 times 7 is that it's forever. It's complete. It keeps going, and it doesn't stop. Like your forgiveness needs to be continuous. You can't say you've forgiven someone, but you can't talk to them. You can't pray for them. You haven't forgotten what they've done. You still feel the pain of what they did to you. You still talk about it. Like, that is not forgiveness. And I guess my message today is, if there is anyone that you haven't forgiven in your life for what they've done to you, and no one is saying that it was okay, but what we are saying is that it is important for you to let it go, for your eternity, for your own self. Like, you're probably bound up, you're not set free, and Jesus came to set us free. And so forgiveness is really important. Otherwise, Jesus wouldn't have said that big number of the amount of times you need to forgive one person. And so I implore you to check your heart, think about things that have happened in your past, and definitely try to forgive people. Ask God to show you who you haven't forgiven, and allow him to help you release them, in Jesus' name.